Credit for this poem goes to Jimmy Broccoli, the author, and it's titled, I Took My Life Tonight. You love me, so I will not talk of rope or firearms or of sharp objects or pills or anesthetics to ease the final moments. Knowing the details will not make the monsters within your mind disappear. And I will not provide accurate images for you. Though still I know you will still toss and turn in your bed. Your body will break out in night sweats and you'll sometimes wake up screaming. And these tragedies may or may not end soon. These are the echoes of my actions I wish I could silence, but I can't. This evening had no feelings. This evening had no feelings at all. The night air did not cry or celebrate. The stars did not hesitate or twinkle as my breath escaped my body one last time. Rabbits in the fields continued to hip and hop while looking for food. The needle on the record player did not momentarily skip. The hands on the clock continued to function without interruption. And the birthday parties, the funerals, the family time watching TV, it all continued. While alive, I painted huge, frightening figures with emotions, with broad strokes and multiple brilliant and bright colors. Piercing blues, metallic silvers, deep and wildly disturbing shades of red. My words and my works of art hung low and tall, large enough to fill multiple floor-to-ceiling walls. You never saw my illustrations because you purposefully squinted. You adapted your vision and looked left instead of looking right. You looked up when my disturbing drawings were on the ground beneath your feet. You saw and remembered me smiling when I wasn't smiling, and you heard me laugh and have memories of me laughing, only because it was your desire to have me laugh. But I seldom made a sound. And mostly conjured laughter by observation only. My expressions were almost always dull, void, numb. Your memories placed the helium balloons not once in my hand at the party, but I never touched a balloon, not once. Your mind finds practical reasons for everyday items, for toasters, for light sockets, for nail guns, for chairs that don't easily fall over, and plastic grocery bags. I saw these items and thought of them as opportunities, as options, as friends that understood uncontrollable thoughts. These thoughts always smiled, and occasionally I would smile back. I gave it a name when I was very young. My imaginary friend and I didn't play imaginary games. We didn't playfully play out our fantasies, or quests, or conquests, or victory. My friend wasn't imaginary at all, though you never saw him. You never heard him speak. You never heard him take my hand in his and show me nightmarish possibilities. You thought children couldn't understand. My non-imaginary friend spoke in whispers while you were in the room. You couldn't hear him. And you did not know to be listening more closely. And at the time, my imaginary friend spoke in clever tones, in clear, clever tones, while you weren't in the room, with unmistakable meanings. And sometimes he screamed. And I listened without the option not to. While alive, I had danced upon your landscape, and you danced upon mine. My feet couldn't always keep up with the frantic harmonies. But I did my best. And I did my best for as long as I could. This is not a confession. This is not an explanation. These are not words meant to be understood or reflected upon. These are my thoughts after all thoughts are impossible. Tonight, I took my life.